All fighting games share a pretty much identical set of the basic mechanics we need to master. All those genre-specific things like whiff punish, frame data knowledge, or matchup understanding are rather universal for every title. But in a specific game, it might be better to focus on just a few of them, to develop the relevant skills and enjoy as many victories as possible. Such focus is especially important at the beginning of your experience with that game. Dragon Ball FighterZ adapts many general mechanics, but some of them have a much pronounced impact on the fight flow. Focusing on them is a way for beginners to understand the game faster, delve into it deeper, and therefore get much more prominent successes. In this video on DashFight's channel, we want to help beginners in Dragon Ball FighterZ boost their progress and have even more fun playing. Don't expect to win Evo thanks to just this video though. Dedicated practice is needed, and perhaps your training at the starting stages will be more efficient and better planned if you're aware of these 5 essential skills for beginners in DBFZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a super fast and combo heavy game. The action here is kind of furious and you have no time to think over the next buttons you're gonna press. Yes, all fighting games are like this, but DBFZ is generally much faster. A beginner might watch a pro match and have no idea what's going on in that flow of hits and energy shoots. Combos are the basic feature in that lightning speed. You open up your opponent and then keep that stream of attacks going. If you can't do that, be ready to see yourself on the victim side. The game confuses beginners, making it hard to combine speed and combos. DBFZ has the auto combo feature, and if you play the story mode or arcade, you will be rewarded for using it. At some point, however, the difficulty spikes and you have no better option than just mash in light or medium. Evolving to the pattern LMHS is the ceiling for many players. That is okay to play this way, but it will limit your progress in multiplayer matches. Focus on mix-ups to open your opponents up and on combos to let the spark grow into a huge fire. Mix-ups allow you to be unexpected. How will you hit next? Up, down, left, right. You don't have that with blank auto combos. Learn how the character you are playing can confuse an opponent and add this aspect to your regular practice. Combos you get after an opening are better to be long and destructive. You absolutely should get more damage than any auto combo can offer. Be patient with learning BMBs for your character. It might actually be better to not rush into multiplayer or high difficult CPU matches. Just give yourself some space to breathe and adopt mix-ups and long manual combos into your skill set. Work on your mix-ups and combos in the practice mode and slower CPU matches. Then you will have no problems with real, super fast-paced DBFZ. Did you watch Dragon Ball Z? Both heroes and villains of the anime successfully abandon that stupid idea of walking on the ground. They take their fights into the air. The hottest battles definitely happen when the participants float with their superpowers. As an anime fighting game, DBFZ perfectly reflects that feature. It's not like you fly around, unless you play Zamasu, who tends to float a lot. You just should be ready to attack from above. Bring your offensive actions to the air and escape attacks by jumping away. Vegeto's 236S special move Split Finger Shot is a nice example of attacking from above. The character jumps and shoots a bunch of energy blasts. The angle is so aggressive that it's hard to avoid these projectiles. Split Finger Shot opens ways for approaching your opponent or continuing the pressure. Learn such attacks for your characters. Quite often, JM or JS are more effective than their grounded versions or give a substantial advantage in some situations. At some point, universal combos in DBFZ send the victim into the air with 2H. And that's not a reason to reset the positions. It's the start of a floating fight where you should keep your opponent in the air for quite a while and take lots of health from them before delivering a spectacular finishing hit. Air action is part of the combo game, in fact, and DBFZ beginners should put this concept into their mind, especially if you come from other fighting games. After all, you just don't have so much air fun in Tekken or Street Fighter. And sure enough, those anime characters have cool air dash and the general Dragon Rush to be highly flexible in the air movement. SS4 Gogeta can even air dash twice, which might be very useful. Stages in Dragon Ball FighterZ are not limited to the ground. Air is also your playground, so use it. No fighting game allows you to chill and enjoy the view. The very genre of the game is being in a state of closest attention and sharpest reaction. Make it twice for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Combos in air game is part of this strategy to not give your opponent any space to recover. But even if you find yourself keeping a distance, it's just the period of looking for the first chance to rush forward and attack. Take this concept to the training mode and develop muscle memory for constant pressure. Your fingers should know what to press not only inside one block string or one combo, but also during the gaps. How do you keep the fighting nature of your team constantly blazing? And always remember how dangerous some DBFZ tricks are. Beginners with good experience in AI matches tend to drag and rush opponents as their main approaching tool. Sure, they get 2H in response and then wait when this long air combo is finally over. Your pressure should be safe. If you don't have a tool to continue the action safely, it might be better to take a step back. And the game actually has a lot of tools to be on the safe side. You may dig deep into the frame data for your character and become aware of their unsafe moves, so that you may position them in your flow of hits at the points when the victim can do nothing. Some fighting games kinda push you to use their defense options from the very beginning. It's probably about the speed. A bit slower action teaches you to press that block button in time. Dragon Ball FighterZ, everything happens here at lightning speed. It's pretty easy to fall into feverish excitement here and always try to bring your offense to the scene. And with that joy of delivering hits and landing special moves, it feels even inappropriate to retreat into defense. It is also a bad habit many have after playing AI matches. CPU opponents let the players enjoy offensive speed. Having auto combos in your hands and being under constant pressure, you start feeling that offense is the best defense. That's not always true. Just watch pro matches. Players there know when it's their turn to block, and some do it so perfectly that defense becomes a part of their constant pressure. It is such an exhausting feeling when you use all sorts of strings and mix-ups and still cannot open up an opponent, and then they use the best moment to punish you and deliver their devastating combo. Successfully blocking in DBFZ is quite an art, as the game gives so many mix-up options. They don't call Labcoat the best character in the game for nothing. Her many lows and annoying overhead is such a nightmare for opponents to block. But you should work on this skill. Be patient while practicing and actively train defense. Be patient while blocking as well. It's not only about protecting your character, but it's also about hitting in response when your opponent is the most vulnerable. In more traditional fighting games, you simply choose the best character, one you like the most as a personality, one who's in tune with your playing style, or for any reason we choose someone to play. If you bring this pattern to DBFZ, however, you may end up taking 3 absolute great characters that have no team synergy at all. You should choose a different mindset for the team composition here. Your team should have a point character who has excellent neutrals and quickly builds the meter, but doesn't have good assists and rather depends on assists of their teammates. Then you need a mid with an excellent assist that covers weaknesses of your point. And the third character is Anchor. They have an assist for both of their team members, but most importantly, Anchors are capable of fighting alone, even if they need some meter to do their best. You can take those characters you like from the anime, but for a good DBFZ team, it's important to put them into proper positions and check how they work together. And assists, yeah, they are super important. They are an absolute essential part for team synergy, and they are crucial for all other aspects of our video. DBFZ assists are used in mix-ups, combos, and the air game. They make your pressure safe, and they can be a reliable defense too. A key for understanding your best team and the best assist for each character is practice. Take your time to enjoy everything the game has to offer. Experiment bravely and you may even find something absolutely and unexpectedly cool. Actually, you can add a couple of secret ingredients to your game practice. Watch pro events as they demonstrate the highest level of play and give you invaluable ideas. And of course, don't miss DBFZ Pro Guides on DashFight's channel. We have videos on the most popular characters which show you the path to the best individual practice. Press the subscribe button and the bell to not miss our new videos. And yeah, what about a like?